Hello and welcome to our episode of SRBTV. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, we are tackling Dark Season 2, Episode 7.
You know what? I don't. You kept singing it to yourself, kind of.
No, that was the Nicolas Cage thing we... Okay, let's try this again.
No, you could have just said White Devil.
White Devil.
You're unbelievable.
So previously, on Episode 6, the Jonas we've been following, I'm tired of saying present Jonas, future Jonas, future Jonas. The current
Adam.
Jonas we're following goes back to the day before his father is set to kill himself.
Yeah.
To try to stop him from killing himself. It's at this point we realize a couple of things. Regardless of, even though he knows she's his aunt, he's still in love with Marfa.
Mm-hmm.
The affair between Ulrich and Hannah started on the night of their Ulrich's wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
The words "ultimate fist bump" causes the older man to go into shock.
When he finally he approaches his father.
But we did get two big revelations. The current Jonas we've been following realizes Adam is playing him like a fiddle.
Yeah.
Because future Claudia shows up and tells him
this is where we find out this is where we first see Claudia recruiting him. And
this is where we also find out that it was the Jonas we've been following. He's the one who originally took Mikkel and took him to the 80s.
Yep.
So now, it looks like he's going to be partnering with Claudia now, future Claudia now. Mm-hmm. And this is where you and me realize...
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's going to happen either which way, where Claudia's going to send him to go get Mikkel anyways.
This is where we also realize that this isn't us following the Jonas we know. This is Adam's origin story. This is where Adam eventually winds up, pretty much. So we're following his story. And then the second one is seen, from what we know, is an older Magnus and Francesca there with Adam at the end. So you're sitting here going...
Yeah, especially in the time era that they're in now. They're in the 20s era. That's where they're at right now. So
now, it just baffles us now to where... What's next?
When does their involvement come in? That's the question as well. Yeah. When and what time do they meet up with Jonas? Or is it pretty much when they first meet Adam, or is it later on? We don't know when. That's the question, because now we've seen the team already. The team of was it Oblivious?
Well, it's now Team Not So Oblivious.
Not So Oblivious, pretty much finally time travel. Now it's like, okay, so their involvement, it does come up at some point. And at least two of their involvements come up at some point. That's the question there. So, again, this is just getting deeper into it, pretty much, as we get further into it, because...
One thing we also noticed for Grant is that, considering everything was still secret, everybody was pretty happy.
Yeah, everybody was really happy. Everybody was in a good moment before everything went down that night.
Oh yeah, well, Jesus Christ, Michael literally having a heart attack when he sees the yellow jacket.
Oh yeah,
pretty much.
Quite literally having a heart attack. And we thank you guys for a lot of your comments. Because a lot of your comments, even stated going, this was your guys' favorite episode this season.
We liked it.
And I could probably see why, because the way they were able to do it. And still maintain the same story, of like the first season.
Because it felt obvious that it wasn't going to be like the Jonas we've been following story. It's just going to be Adam's story. So it revealed that it's not the story you think it is, and instead it's just Adam's origin story. Finding that out, I think, really hurt.
That's why, because that's why even Magnus, they were kind of shocked. We were like, you didn't tell him what he had to do, what the true purpose was.
And even now, we're like, okay, so what breaks the loop in the end? That's still the biggest mystery of this show. What, in the end, will break the loop?
At what point does something actually change.
And like even future Clay says, "I've seen a world without you. It's not good."
That's what I said. It feels like she's teasing us for something to see in the finale, or maybe in the next season.
Hell, we still don't know what's written on the final pages. And hell, we still don't know who Charlotte's mom is. Now we know who her father is, which is Noah, which is that's
mind blown. So that'd be pretty interesting. They leave that for the finale.
We are, including this episode, we are 2 episodes. We're at the end of the season. We have 2 episodes left this season. This episode and next episode, 2.
Well, yeah, we got one more after this episode.
So
let's dive right into this and dive into season 2, episode 7, The White Devil. So let's dive right on board. Oh shit.
So sehr er auch versucht, den Schmerz zu verdrängen, das Verlangen zu unterdrücken. So wenig kann er sich doch frei machen.
Oh, they're seeing.
Knechtschaft seiner Gefühle.
You know, some part of me thinks he's still in it for some good purpose, or he believes a good purpose, but in the end, it's gonna fuck us all over.
He probably, he's probably gonna figure, he's probably figured it out, but pretty much, it's the type of thing where he thinks in his mind it's good, but it's not. It's one of those things, pretty much, where it's like you have to feel that if they do it right, that sentiment of feeling for either the villain or something like that, feeling like, yeah, it's like you would understand why through his eyes this is good,
Right.
but for everybody else this is horrible, this is bad.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It feels like that. I mean, it could be completely wrong. So that's what it feels like for him.
Wish I had the budget to do this for like our intro sequence. There's random shots of our faces merging and unmerging and stuff like that. And less with the awkward sex scenes too. A whole lot less.
Nope.
I can recognize her. If you show a photo of Noah, yeah. But he already knows who Noah is. Horror movies have not helped me with that. Because I think she's gonna go.
Zu dir, was das Ganze hier bedeutet. Vielleicht weiß er, wo Papa ist oder Mickel oder keine Ahnung was. Magnus hat recht. Wir müssen es dem Mann sagen.
Who? Who's gonna believe you?
Alle schweigen.
It's like they both know time travel like kind of exists and like
Well, she knows it.
she knows he's hinting towards it.
Mhm.
Just hilarious.
Das wäre schön.
God damn. It's like you can tell why she in the future she goes to the past to talk
Du
to
hast
him.
alles gesagt.
Was meinst du damit?
Kennst du diesen Film? Mit dem jungen Kerl, der mit seinem Auto
Into the past.
Back to the future. We can't fucking.
Yeah, Back to the Future. I know this sounds crazy.
Aber es ist alles mit Manns und Helge zu tun. Den Dingen, die vor
That's right. She's gonna look like she's gonna smother him with a pillow. That's the look you look like when you're about to smother somebody with a pillow.
Ich verstehe. Aber vielleicht redet er ja mit mir.
She's gonna look at him and go, "Enjoy the rest of your life in hell."
Pretty much.
And walk away.
Pretty much, because that's what
Name.
she is.
Katharina Nils.
Wow! Using his fucking actual wife's name.
Now it's Katarina.
Now it's Katarina. Oh, and she knows too, and she knows, and oh my God, the revelation. She doesn't know. God damn! Oh,
Ist der Sohn deines Bruders.
it's your brother. you're so.
Mein Enkel und deine.
Alright, son, you're in a. Oh shit!
Wie verstehst du? Und du?
You're his aunt. Oh my god!
Who knew that she'd be the one that
So soon! Wait, no, it's episode before the finale, but. I was getting to that part, but your mom showed up. She's fully justified. That is not how I thought that revelation would be revealed, to be honest. We're going and going.
It's just like they just tossed him right in the deep end.
That's your fucking nephew! Just, okay. Fuck, she was gently going to the pool, and then her mom went, shove.
Right.
Warum habt ihr nichts gesagt?
They had to get their facts straight.
Yeah, because they were even trying to get their shit together.
Ja. Franziska.
Dude, you know that old guy? Yeah. My fucking nephew, bro.
Ja.
And now they're just finding out about the stranger. What the fuck?
Jonas ist wieder da.
Jonas is back.
Nephew?
Wenn ihr euch da raushaltet.
She just stay out of this. Cause
Oh my god.
they're already in it!
They're deep in the shit.
Ich fass es nicht.
What a fucking bitch. What a fucking bitch. Time travel over 6 decades into the past. Half a century.
At this point, if she dies, I give no fucks.
Like,
I really don't.
Ähnlichkeiten mit ihm, aber.
I really don't. I seriously, because it's like this chica is so manipulative.
that's not my husband. Oh my god. I gotta admit, I give props. This is one of the coolest looking time machines I've seen.
I know.
And it's so simple too.
It to me, in a way, it's like it's become its own iconic type of machine. Just like the DeLorean, Doctor Who, that type of stuff. I think this is where she finally
Realizes why he disappears.
No, we know that. I'm just saying. I think this is where she snaps and starts to travel. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
This is where she believes you have to make sacrifices. What future Claudia told her.
Regina.
So it's funny. Each both Claudia's side and Adam's side are doing it for different reasons. Adam more or less doing it for Martha. Claudia's been doing it more or less for Regina. So both of them have their own. That's the thing with this. Personal vendettas. And look, he doesn't even say anything. Just let her piece it together.
She gave it to you.
Nein, ich weiß nicht. Wir müssen jetzt gehen. Wir haben nicht mehr viel Zeit.
Ich verstehe nicht. Wohin gehen wir?
Time travel show. Not where,
In die Zukunft.
To the future.
but when.
Pretty much.
So that was Personal Vendetta Palooza.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. You know what's funny? The most interesting story I found is the story with Kohler. Oh, not Kohler. The Alexander, pretty much.
Yeah.
The revelation that why the task force agent chose that job is just somebody sent him a letter saying, "Go here if you want answers. Go to Wyndon if you want answers about your brother."
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. And did it in such a cryptic way too. So.
Yeah, they did.
It's interesting to think about it because he says his brother disappeared back in '86 around the time Mads Nielsen disappeared.
Yeah, but look at around the same time he got there to Wyndon though.
I know. No, I'm saying that makes sense. But now I'm sitting here thinking about all the kids that have gone missing and none of them strike me as. So it feels like he did kill him. This Alexander killed the original Alexander. So, god damn. Now the question with that is, who was his brother, and who exactly sent the letter?
Yeah.
that part baffles me. We're finding out it was Claudia that killed Egon. I felt like that was coming.
Yeah, I felt like pretty much at this point, even if she did tag along, whatever was going to happen was going to be by her hand, not by anybody else's. Or even whatever she thought it was going to possibly be, but her own hands. Like I said, my theory was, like I said, back to, like I said, the main head of the investigation, my theory was pretty much, like, in a way, spot on. Something that the guy did pretty much, you know, he's been investigating or something that it's been with him, but it feels like something happened to his brother, and somehow he's connected to it.
Right.
You know, he's connected to him fully. You know, and that's where it looks like, you know, when he was younger, that's when after that he decided he wanted to be a police officer. And this whole time he's been kind of searching at the same time. And when this case came up, and that's when, like you said, and not even the case, but like you said, whenever he got this letter, that's when pretty much he decided, let me voluntarily, you know, come in with the special case force.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Because he still kind of thinks like he's connected to all the disappearances, when actually he may just be connected to his own brother's disappearance.
It's probably just only the brother, but it's like this is opening up something even more. He's about to be opening up a whole can of worms.
Yeah, then like, I wasn't expecting Martha to find out that revelation.
I thought Jonah was gonna lay it easy. No, Mom just came in and was just like, bam, bam, bam. You know, he's your nephew, da 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 da, and stuff like that. It's just like even Jonah's still going, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell you.
So like,
you know that, and then fucking Hannah. Oh my God.
God damn, Hannah goes down. Like, you know, Adam's supposed to be like. Adam, and in a sense, future Claudia are supposed to be like the main villains of this because they're trying to time travel for their own personal gain. But good lord, you take a time machine, travel over half a century to the past to tell him he can go fuck himself.
Exactly.
God.
To go give him the middle finger and leave his ass there.
Oh
it's
my
like,
God.
This lady is so cruel. I mean, that's why I love that point in that one episode when Jonas confronted her going, you are manipulative. You know, it's like you are pretty much, you never cared about the family. Yeah. You only cared about yourself. Yourself. You never cared about Dad or anything like that. Yeah. It's like we saw, it's like now I see your full self. Who you truly are.
Yeah, then we see the Doppler family getting along so well, you know. Finding out that how much the parents know and then vice versa.
See, I mean, I understand both sides. I understand, oh, you guys should have told us. Well, I understand the adult side where it's like, listen, we didn't want to confront you without having evidence. Something to show you, hey, we're not lying here. We have this whole wall of evidence, stuff like that. It's like, so that's that part I would understand why they didn't tell them. Because if they tell them earlier, it's like, where's the proof? It's like, yeah, I don't have the proof. It's like, here they have the evidence, but it's like, you know, but before, that's why they didn't tell them. But to me, it's like, now that they're involved, you might as well have them involved. They've traveled. So it's like, if they're going to be involved, if they've traveled already, you might as well get them involved and start talking to them to see what's going on. To see if they could all put their heads together and see what to do.
Yeah.
You know, but... So that's what he said. That's why I said both sides, but that's where it's like, I would honestly want to have them involved fully. You know, at that point.
By this point, we're a day before the end of the world. So I mean, might as well. You know, just
exactly, and it's just a lot is about to go down, pretty much a lot, and I loved how Egon finally put it together. It was too late. I feel bad that it was at his last chance, pretty much after near the end of his life, and he finally pieced everything together, you know. But it's the type of thing where it's just like, she believed the, it's like, oh, you believe me, okay, you believe me. It wasn't until the end where he just finally, his cop instincts took over, his detective instincts, and that's when it's just like, oh, you son of. That's why I like how I was like, you're the white devil.
Yeah.
That's where he realized pretty much you're that lady pretty much that came. Now I know why you came to apologize to me.
Yeah, and so now we see Claudia's reason now, because we know Adam's reasoning for doing what he's doing. Now we see Claudia's reasoning for doing what she's doing.
Yeah.
They both want to fix mistakes of the past. And as weird is, and like I just hinted at earlier, is like they're both the villains in some sort of way.
In their own right, they're on their own.
They're trying, because I kept on bringing this up. I kept bringing this up last one, bring it up here, like with Young Justice. It's like there are both sides to this war, but both of them aren't for a better world. Both of them are for like what they want.
Yeah.
So Claudia wants to save her father and Regina, and he wants to break the loop so he can be with Martha again and make everything right again.
Yeah.
In his eyes. And the only person that actually knows any semblance of what's going to happen is fucking Noah, who is fucking, except for a picture, was fucking absent from this episode.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't see him at all.
And I still think that Charlotte's mom is Michael's adoptive mother. That's my philosophy. That's my theory.
That's what you think, pretty
That's
much?
what I think. Because it's somebody who's still living, somebody who's old enough to have had a child with her back between the 50s and 80s when she was much younger. And it would explain why she felt so close with Mikkel, because she wanted a child she no longer had anymore. But anyway, that's another theory.
No, that's a really good one. That's a really good theory there. But like I said, this episode is just. I mean, of course, it didn't leave us on a shocker like the last few episodes have so far. But what it is, it's setting up for the big finale, at least for the season. That's what.
It's probably gonna set up how Jonas becomes Adam and how 80s Claudia becomes the future Claudia we know.
Maybe, because like I said, so far, in this episode, we saw Jonas now wearing the jacket that pretty much we first see the older Jonas wear in the first season.
So, as of right now, it's just we don't know what Cycle 3 looks like. What the third cycle looks like.
Yeah, because this is the second cycle in a way, that's what they're stating. This is the second cycle, so we don't know what the third one's going to be like. And this is possibly setting up what the third cycle is going to be like. Now, will it be dealing with more of the future? Maybe the third season may be dealing more of the future?
Or are we going to get that alternate timeline that Claudius saw with the one without Jonas in it?
Maybe, maybe at a certain point we get that, but it's the type of thing where it's like this season, we started off maybe the first couple episodes in the future, and then the rest it was all just in the past. Maybe with the third season now with dealing with us by like traveling back and forth to the future. Who knows?
So
That's still a thought in theory there.
So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else, when it comes to talking about Netflix original series, hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys thought of this episode overall. Did you have any oh my god moments? Did you have any type of moments where, like I said, for the Hannah moment pretty much, where you literally cursing her off as you were watching that moment, when she just walked away from Ulrich? Let us know what you guys' thoughts are on even with Egon dying, pretty much everything being set up with Jonas, and even with the families now all knowing pretty much, time travel does exist and stuff like that. What are your guys' thoughts on to that leading into the season finale next week, pretty much when we finally get to that? But just let us know pretty much. But now what you thought of our reaction overall to this episode. But most importantly, thank you for watching.
And of course, on the next episode of SRB TV Dealing with Dark, we will be tackling the Season 2 finale of Dark, Season 2, Episode 8, Endings and Beginnings, as well as we will also be talking about our Season 2 overall thoughts on Season 2.
Oh yeah, overall Season 2, character development this season, how it developed and how well it did.
And what could possibly be coming in pretty much the third cycle.
Exactly.
So until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very personal vendetta-filled episode of SRB TV.
See you
later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions,
as well as our other shows,
click the playlist down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can check us out on Twitter,
as well as Stardust,
@SuperReactBros.